Okay guys, this is my review on the Yanda-US 10-inch DVR rear view camera that they say has the Sony camera on it. This one, I guess you could say it has the camera remote just mounted right there, and it's also aimable. So once you set your mirror, then you could just move the camera right here around to fit where your front side is. The cable harness is, I took to install, it took about, I would say roughly, if you were to work straight through it, probably 2.5 hours, just to make it so it looks professional. I hid all my stuff in the headliner. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start it up so we can actually see what the screen looks like when it boots up. I'm actually I'm pretty impressed about the quality of it through this viewfinder here though. But if you play back the videos through the computer, or if you watch on YouTube, I'll link the two videos that I posted of the front view camera and the rear view camera in this link, so you guys can actually see. It's actually very, you can say it's pixelated. I don't know if it's because of the glare off my my dash or whatever it is, but it's kind of pixelated for 1080p. So here it goes. I'm just going to start it up so you guys can see what it looks like. So let me put this up very quick. It should automatically come on. It probably didn't see me. All right, here it goes. The startup screen, and this is a picture of my rear view camera. Of course, as you can see, the menu screen is popping up, and it also says TF card, insert TF card. That's your micro SD card, which is right here. I tried a couple of my SD cards. One of them failed, the other one worked. 32 gigabytes. The only thing about this rear mirror is you can see there's kind of a glare on it. I hate because kind of drives my eyes nuts when you actually look at the glare and the video feed from the rear. So here it goes. Here goes the menu. Of course, I set the time, date. This is the record button, so once you press it, it'll start recording. That's if you have a SD card in there, and it will let you know right here. Right here, there's a timer that'll start counting. This one here is still pictures. This item right here is, if you have your SD card, you press it, it'll go to the menu, and then you're able to watch your videos on the spot. Here, this one is the settings. So if you go here, you can actually click on the resolution type that you want. I have no clue what these are. Okay, honestly, it's numbers to me. It's not, how would you say, user friendly. Loop recording, how long you want to take before it starts the next video. Exposures, I just kept it at normal, 0. Also, I'm gonna tell you on this thing's pretty sensitive, so depending on you, I find it okay to use, because I'm used to using a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't work too well, and I just deal with it. This is G sensor, medium, high, low, off, lane departure, and front collision warning. So this thing works. I haven't actually really see if it really works. I guess it also detects if you're traveling down the road, but it noticed a tree there when I was at the parking ride. Still pictures, of course, you could set the timer, of your pictures, resolutions, bursts, the quality of it, fine, normal, how sharp you want your pictures, the white balance, day stamp, yes or no. Okay. Settings here, time, date, of course, right, that one. Power off. This will turn off the rear view mirror, so you can actually look at the mirror as a regular mirror towards the rear. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, so on and so forth. Next one is the beeping sound, the volume. Let's see, what did they set this at? So set at 5. So it has language here: English, France, Spanish, Portuguese, Dutch. Oh, shoot. So back to English. Looks like they have, let's see, either look like it's Japanese, Chinese, Russian. Oh, that's Japanese down here. I think that might be a different set of Chinese language right here. Frequency, of course, is only 50 and 60 hertz, and then you can format the SD card, and that's it. So one thing I do find annoying, you know, I had to figure out how to use this thing, was you can actually view the front, rear, and the front and rear at the same time, but and also you can also digitally tilt the cameras. Okay, so it's actually a wide view, so if you want to tilt it down, you can actually go like this. Of course, the camera's not tilting, it's just digitally tilting the camera for you, so you can actually view down what's close underneath your how would you say, your rear view, your vehicle. Okay, so actually you could tilt all the way up and see what's there. I usually just like to set it and leave it. Okay, so here I was just playing with it earlier. To swipe to other screens, you have to sort of swipe that way, and this will give you your front view of, you know, what the camera's seeing out front. Of course, this one's the same thing like the rear view camera. You could digitally pan it, you know, up or down, or not, or move it up or down to see what's up there. I mean, I find it usually it's kind of annoying because it's very sensitive, and once you tap it by accident, it will, you know, it will move by itself. So, all right, so I'm gonna let this thing time out so you guys can actually see the full, what it looks like from. Of course, you know, you guys can see through the video here that the glare is the annoying part. So I'm gonna pan it, I'm gonna hit it again so we can actually see. So here you can see both the front view right here, which is a bigger, you know, picture overall. It's using the full camera, and the rear view of the camera. So, you know, it's a nice feature to have. You kind of, you know, I don't use it. I like to just, I guess, you know, use the rear view mirror because that's the purpose of this. But you know, this is what the features have. I must slide this again. So rear view. So I'm gonna set it like that. Okay. So in order to have the rear warning to come on, there's a red wire in the back of the harness that you have to tap into the rear light circuitry. Okay, so the positive side of the rear light. And once you do that, if you put it into reverse, light comes on. It'll show you, of course, you know, where the rear departure, or the rear lanes are at, you know, for backup. I haven't actually, you know, had anything to go back, stand back there and see if it'll actually beep at me or not. But there you go. So that's what it is. And once you put it back into park, you know, the thing will go away. If you do have your SD card in there, the minute that you start up the car, it will automatically start recording. You know, and then if you want to stop it, you could just press the record button and it'll stop the recording. But if you want to continue or start a new batch recording, just press the record and it'll start again. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab the manual, and I'll let you guys decide what you guys think about the manual. Okay, this is where I mounted the rear view camera. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It has 2 screws. Once you go ahead and mount it, you can actually make the adjustment so it captures your full view of which one to look at. Alright, here is the manual for the Yanda-US 10-inch DVR rear view camera right here. You know, I thought it was, how would you say, garbage. You know, that's just being upfront. You know, it's pretty much garbage for anybody, you know, in the US market trying to decipher this. But you know, thank God for Google Translate. You know, I was able to you know, get through it and get it installed correctly. The main thing for me was, you know, the wire diagram, right? Who knows what that is supposed to go to? But if you download the Google Translate app on your phone and you know, enable the app to view your camera, it's able to translate what these are. And luckily, right here, I was able to get, you know, that to say reverse light. So that's why I knew what that red wire was. So the red wire that is in the back of the harness right here goes to your reverse light. Okay, here, this one, there's an orange wire or yellow wire that's battery positive. This red wire is the accessory, and then there's a black wire that you could ground it anywhere that has a good ground. I mean, what I did with mine was I self-tapped it into the brake pedal mounting on the side. All right, of course, this is the rear mirror right here. You guys got to be careful. Okay, there are two connectors here, right? They both fit. Actually, I'll show it to you right now since we're on it, so you guys can see. So if you look at here, there are arrows, right? And I thought, same thing with this one, there's arrow. I thought the arrows to arrows is what it goes to, okay? And I plugged it in, got everything set up, turn it on, it didn't work. All right, I only found out because you know, I was gonna say, okay, let's swap it around and see what happens. So I swapped it around, and when I turned on, the camera came on. So be very careful. You know, I didn't see any instructions stating that, you know, arrows to arrow or arrows to black is how you're supposed to connect that. I just kind of figured that out by myself. So be careful. Let me stuff this in very quick, and don't break your, how would you say, we'll just say headliner doing this. We're gonna try to do a professional job, so it'll look like somebody else installed instead of me. All right, back to this thing right here. All right, so here's the thing. The only thing here that's in English is this, and it's pretty much, how do you say, not proper English. I wish Yanda would reach out to somebody who actually was fluent in writing the English language to get this thing written. But you know, they wrote like this. I read through it, you know, provided kind of not useful information for me. You know, of course, some of the stuff, this is not, you know, this is not even close to what is displaying in the actual unit itself. Okay. All right, so here it goes. Hit me up on my YouTube page or comment on there if you guys got a question on this thing, how to install it. Again, like I said, it took me and my son, you know, I was teaching how to do stuff, do accessory installs, and it took me about 2.5 hours to get this thing routed correctly without destroying the interior and the headliner and getting anything else dirty. So again, you know, thanks for watching.